Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about the I want and don't want resistance. Okay, it's very, very important in terms of chronic pain, in terms of any self-healing, in terms of any pain in the body. And that is understanding that both are not allowing, both are blocking the flow. Even if we use or if we experience the I want, both the I want and I don't want. Okay, I want and I don't want both come from the ego. Both are blocking the flow, are presenting resistance, are not allowing the flow. Okay, allowing is trust. Trust that I have right now, trust that I will always have, trust that no matter what, that I will be able to go through it. Okay, that I'm always ready, that there's always more than enough for me. This is like the universal tool that we need to curate in order to be able to go through situations. Okay, this is what we build naturally along the time as we go through situations, but this is how we can speed up the process of the relief, of the ease. Inviting the relief and ease into our lives is by trust. And I did talk about this in the other video about trusting life, but it's also important to understand when we're not trusting life, okay? And whenever we want to basically interfere with life, we want to control, we want to resolve, we want to find the solution, we want to know the solution. Okay, check out the other video when I talked about knowing and wanting to know. Knowing is a universal connection as trust. Okay, knowing is our ability, that's the intuition, that's the sixth sense, that's the feeling. I know when there's a dangerous situation. I know when this is safe, etc., etc. It's the guidance. Okay, that's the knowing. But wanting to know is resistance, is the opposite of knowing. And I want and don't want are both the polarities of trust. The trust is the neutral in between. And then I want something and I don't want something are the resistance. Okay, at the same time, we need the I want and I don't want. We need it to navigate us through life. We need it to experience. We need it to set boundaries. We need the whole spectrum. We need both I want and I don't want in order to then be able to create and curate the trust. Okay, so all these have to work in alignment, but at the same time, often if we are stubbornly going forward into I want and I don't want, this is what blocks the flow. This is what slows down the process. This is why we need to learn through pain over and over again. But the trust allows us the relief, right? The trust allows us the coping. The trust allows us to be even, okay? Not to be replacing doing with being constantly. Because we only replace doing, with the being okay with ourselves, if we don't trust, if we think like we're not good enough, if we think like what we're doing isn't enough, etc., etc. So we find ways and we find proof of why we need to do, but then the constant doing leads us to the low point, to the burnout, to the exhaustion, to like our body not being able to cope anymore, or our mind. Okay, but we need to come back to understanding that the trust is something we can work on within ourselves. This is the trust in life, this is the trust in ourselves, that we're always ready, that there's always more than enough for us in life. Okay, that no matter what, I will be able to go through it. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be able to cope, to do it, to go through it, to feel those feelings, whatever. Okay, that's building the trust. With non-resistance to life, the life becomes easy and flowing, pain-free. It's quite simple. The self-healing journey is quite simple, but if we've been living in non-trust, if we've experienced things that convinced us not to trust, then we will only have to be needing to rebuild that trust in life, in ourselves, in how we cope, in the fact that we're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to survive often if we've been in a life or death situation before. And pain is strong resistance to what is, and an attempt of controlling the situation, right? I want pain, I don't want pain. All of that is resistance. The pain in itself is a manifestation of resistance. That's the trying. I try to do my best. I try to know. I try to control. I try to suppress. I try to escape. But that's the opposite of allowing, of the flow, of the easiness, of the relief, of the freedom, of the trust, of the things come easy to me, right? Of the manifesting, actually, of the easy manifesting, right? Because we're always manifesting, we're always creating, but it's the opposite of the easiness in our lives. The pain is also trying to change what is and mainly what was, because we cannot change what was. The only thing we can change is the approach to now. So whatever situation you're experiencing now is linked in some way to what was, okay? Either what we want or what we don't want anymore. And this link creates the pain. The link in itself is the resistance. It's the pain. It's the non-ease. But the ego always wants to know. It wants to know now. It wants to control. It wants to feel safe. It wants it now. But actually the wanting is the opposite of the safety. We can only allow ourselves, we can only create the safe environment and then allow ourselves to feel safe, to feel freedom, to feel whatever we want, right? To feel abundance. Okay, again, the money, for example, is energy. It's only gonna come when we create the feeling. So we can create the circumstances first and then learn how to feel the trust, how to fully trust the money, the relationship, the life, yourself. Trust the pain even if you want the flow to arise instead of the resistance. Okay, not trusting the pain creates more pain. Not trusting that the pain is here right now in the right time for you is the resistance and therefore creates more pain, right? So the I want and I don't want are resistance. The neutral form of those is the trust. And we can build that trust so strong that then we allow ourselves to receive more of ourselves, to give more. Okay, it's only the level, the difference between us, all of us here, is the level of how we trust ourselves, how we trust that we're even here, how we trust we are able to do it, we can do it, we can handle it, we can handle more, we can receive more. Okay, it's only about building that trust to allow the flow, to allow the easiness. And yeah, this is it for this video. If you want to go deeper into the self-healing with guidance, with my guidance, then check the link below. There's my email, you can contact me. And other than that, check out the other videos which resonate with you. Go through the feeling, follow the guidance throughout the names of the videos, and I'm sure you're gonna find the answers you're looking for. And if not, just trust that the answers are coming and the guidance is coming, the relief is coming, the trust is coming. Okay, so thank you for being here, and I'll see you again in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.